A lot of you guys will have seen a video I put out recently, this one here, about Symphony being spectated by Grandpa Hacks using wall hacks. Now the reason I'm bringing this back up today is because something has come to light. The original footage from Symphony's point of view has been shown, and that guy at the start where he glides down a hill out of the car and pushes him, gets the kill and runs back, like that guy was actually showing on the minimap from Symphony's point of view. Now the reason I bring this up today is fairly simple. There are still moments throughout that video where it does seem like Symphony has knowledge of enemies when he shouldn't. However, that first example is one that I felt was bang to rights, because in Grandpa Hack's point of view, there was absolutely no indicator on the UAV showing that enemy being there.
Requesting recon at this time. Copy that. Here.
Now this is what I want to talk about today. The fact that on the spectator mode there was no indicator of an enemy being there. Now bear in mind, the way in which Activision have dealt with cheaters across the last 2.5 years is through their report system.
For the details, and then you need to scroll down until scroll to the right until you see block or report. So press on that, press report. Select the reason, and then you can send report, or you can report and block players. So
if you report a player in the game and multiple other people end up reporting players in the game, right, they can get a shadow ban. They can be shadow banned from mass reports in the game. This will then put their accounts under review. Activision will determine whether or not that person is running cheats whilst under review. And if they're not cheating during that review period, they will be handed their account back and allowed to go back into the game. But this is a big problem, because if Symphony, from his point of view, has an active UAV and it's showing the enemy on that UAV, but the person spectating them can't see that person, they will report the person they are spectating because it looks like wall hacks. Because Grandpa Hack's point of view, like I said in my video, was 100% blatant wall hacks, right? UAV's up, but it's not showing any pings. There's a guy below here, though. Look at that.
Moving here.
The hell was that? I'm going to pull that back a little bit, guys, right? Watch this again. Yeah, no live pings at all on the minimap, but he's glided all the way down.
Moving here.
Pull it back a little bit further. I want to see whether or not he had any sort of knowledge at all. He got, you know, he sees the guy up on the roof there. One thing you got to remember as well, right? When you are seeing on this the wall hacks, this is obviously the person spectating Symphony. So those wall hacks are indicators of whether or not that enemy is visible. So if the player skeleton is yellow, they are not visible to Symphony. If it's red, they are visible. So we need to know whether or not at any point this guy shows as red, because if it does, that means the Symphony had prior knowledge of that enemy being down there. So yellow all along, he jumps out of the car, glides all the way down here and lasers the guy. Now what would be great is if somebody is running a 2D radar, right, and they know they've got UAVs active, then they would push down there, because usually people would have their 2D radar sitting over the minimap. But that instance right there was absolutely no knowledge on the minimap, no knowledge of the enemy like showing himself to Symphony, for Symphony to jump out of the car and glide all the way down there to kill that guy. That was blatant. But then you look at it from Symphony's point of view and it shows the enemy there. So anybody spectating in a moment like that will report, because there's a report option available. This is probably going to cause multiple unworthy shadow bans for however long until they can fix that point of view situation. So if the person spectating you is getting different information to what you are, then hey, listen, it's going to look bad. Not that the report option has ever really been very good, but now more so than ever, it is in an absolute shambles. Their whole foundation to their anti-cheat in Call of Duty Warzone 1 and 2 is the report option. So those reports getting put in by people spectating are what cause shadow bans, or what cause people to end up with their accounts under review, okay? But now we are seeing the difference in information being provided to the person who's playing the game and the people who are spectating that person. So if that information is different, there should no way be a report option in the game right now. Not while this is happening. This needs to be resolved and fixed ASAP. And let me tell you, I will not be putting out any more videos on spectating with wall hacks like I have done in the past until I know this is resolved, or until I've got the point of view of the streamer who's being spectated. This way I can kind of overlay the minimap as well as overlay callouts from that streamer and their teammates. I think this is the best way to go. So yes, in that instance, with Symphony, I will say it has been completely debunked, and from his point of view, you can see the enemy on the minimap, which is great that that's been debunked, but also absolutely astonishing that Activision, a multi-billion-dollar company, have allowed this type of thing to happen when their whole foundation for their anti-cheat is the report option in game. Let that sink in. Activision don't give a flying about the player base, and it's proven right here. If you did enjoy the video, guys, smash that thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss our future uploads. And guys, one last thing before we go. I am proud to announce that we are officially sponsored by Supreme CBD. Supreme CBD offer a wide range of CBD products, including oils, edibles, vaping, balms and skincare, and much more. These products are amazing for joint and muscle aches and pains, as well as helping many people with anxiety and stress. I have personally chosen to use the edibles and oils to help with muscle recovery, decreasing tics, and to help with anxiety and stress. The product reviews speak for themselves, so why not check these amazing CBD products out? Click the link in the description below and use code BBB40 at checkout for 40% off.